One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Missouri State Bears, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Bears will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Kansas State's offense will go to work first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Makes the catch. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Farrell. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Wildcats are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's just think for a second about Kansas State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Here's a heat. Moving toward the end zone. Ball out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Everything broke down. The quarterback tried to bail them out, but he ended up making things worse when he fumbled.
Yeah, I like the quarterback and his athleticism, extending the play and at least giving himself a chance, but you got to finish. You still have to do a good job taking care of the football. That's priority number one, and he wasn't able to do that.
And the Bears are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Here's the handoff. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The play action fake. Makes the catch. It's Reese. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And the Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The offense changing the play. They'll ride Davis here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
To the air on second down. They get to him as he throws. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Bears will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the grab close to the logo. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's second and long. To the air, it's Barnett. Bringing the heat. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Wildcats! Getting set for the extra point effort, putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. The throw to the outside is complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He's got an open man. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end can be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
Wants to throw on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Listen, you can't make every play, you can't cover everybody, but it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
On third down, going up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Reese. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. The field goal is no good, and they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Let's take a wide view for a second of Kansas State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Under fire. Slips a tackle. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. On the ground, it's Joyner. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Quick completion on the out route. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Bears will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Burrell. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. The 10, touchdown, Kansas State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on 1st down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Got it behind the line. It's Brown. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. On 1st and goal, let's see what Kansas State calls. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Now on 2nd and goal. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
2nd and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and 4th or 3rd down and goal situation.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
The Bears are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. And the Bears want to crank the tempo. Makes the catch. It's Davis. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. Back to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
To the air. It's Barnett. Quickly to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it on the right. Finds some room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the misconnection on the 1st attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game. And it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Bears decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll return it from the 50. Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's got the tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Using the quick game. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. It'll be 3rd and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his back in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Good, right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Manhattan. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Bear offense. Got blown out in the 1st half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Fires to the big fella.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Wants to throw again. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
On 4th down, looking to pass. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. They'll run it from the gun. Got the 1st down and more. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
They'll run play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Haas. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Here comes the heat. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Kansas State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. The quick out. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Bears want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And they fail to hook up on third. Now, the Bears will send out the punt unit. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Shakes off the defender. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quickly out to the tight end.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Catch in the middle, it's Haas. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Sweet cut there. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Haas. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. The give to the tailback. Hard running there. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. He's got it again. Wide open spaces. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Keeps looking downfield. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas State is just getting blown off the field right now. And at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 35 to UTSA. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Give to the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got his man downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. And the Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground. Across the 25. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point was good. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Finds the tight end. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. Now the play fake. Wiggles free. And the physical play there forces the incompletion. First down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Looking downfield, it's Barnett using his legs to buy some time. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Stand to the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll take it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Turning on the Jets. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Kennedy. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he gets it out past the sticks. It'll be 1st down for Kansas State. To the air on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Kansas State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point is good. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Power football with the run. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down, 4th down coming from the 48. The Bears will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Now facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Kennedy. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll haul it in right around the logo. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So here comes the Missouri State offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Wants to throw on third. Tight end finds a soft spot. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And the Bears will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. It's complete! I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game. Let's go back. Let's watch the film. Let's get back to being who we are so we can get this ship right.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.